good today, moved around good. I haven't talked to him, so I'll see how he felt and everything, but everything looks fine. Obviously, both him and Mike took reps. I think Taylor took the majority of it.
Is there anything you need to see him do to be sure that he's good to go, or do you feel like he's pretty much
I'll let him and Mike. Last week I was involved in it because the doctors and everybody didn't, they were, just for the kids' safety and stuff. But I'll let him and Mike. I fully expect him to be ready to go, and he's a winner and he'll be ready to go. So him and Mike if there's some issue or something, then we'll, I just don't feel comfortable if a guy can't take the reps in practice. You can't play at this level and not take the reps in practice. So he's ready to go.
You talked about meeting with Chris Peterson from an idea of exchange.
Yeah, that's a while ago when I was at Tulsa.
Do you remember what he took from that?
Yeah, we exchanged a lot of stuff offensively and stuff. He's a brilliant coach, a class person. Be very similar, probably. I would think, to how we do things. He's a teacher like me and a learner, and I think one of the best that I've been around. So we kind of hooked us, me and him, Coach Malzahn, when Coach Malzahn was with me. We spent a week doing it, and then our AD scheduled each other. So that wasn't that good. Yeah, I think we lost 28 to 27 or something like that. So it was. He's a really good coach. Walter person does a great job. He's done a great job with their team. They got a very good football team.
And Antonio, what's the anticipation about how DJ will be used more?
Just the biggest things is us being into Christian. Hopefully, just them learning what they're doing, where they can be efficient and not be disruptive. I think DJ came off his best game against USC. Liu was able to play most every snap, so we got to get the heat rep every 2 plays, starting the last team deal. So DJ's a guy that needs to be on the field, and Christian is too. But they got to learn what they're doing. We can't have them later. So it's really how much they play is really their progression. But I think DJ had his best football game against USC, so we got a lot of confidence in where he's at.
We look at the defensive line with Mo and Demetrius. What did it really give you in specifics that maybe other lineups early in the year didn't give you?
One of the things that I think the best move I made is putting Ami in nose. I think that's been one of the better things. And that doesn't mean, that's a certain lineup against a certain grouping, So I just wanted to, we've just been trying to fit a square peg in a round hole, and we just don't have we really don't have a devil, that has the skills like Carl had. Carl could play a 7, a 9, a stand-up, blitz, inside backer, outside backer, and so I'm basically subbing to get that. And so if I'm going to sub to get it, why don't I put a 6'6", 305-pound guy there that's going to set the edge, So, and we're having to be a little more creative with that to be able to create a pass rush and all that too. So I don't know. I like it. I like the diversity between Smallwood and Bo and their talents. They really, really complement each other. I like it's the same complement between Ami and Jackson. Marcus Harrison needs to play every snap. And there's even some things, if I have a devil backer, it's Marcus Harrison. I think Marcus could do some things, so I'm going to stand him up and do some things with him. But we're probably going to do what we did because it seemed to work. So we're going.
Mike has filled in so well. What do you say to fans who maybe want him to stay in there and change something if it's working so well?
My deal is that it's and everybody understands this. I think our players do. We got a lot of confidence in Mike, and he is. I'm not telling you he's not going to play because I think he will play. We got a lot of confidence in both of them. I've won 20, I don't know how many, 22, 21, 22 games with Taylor Kelly, and at the end of the day, it's my job to put the best player on the field that I think gives us the best chance to win a championship, and he's the guy. And so that's not to say Mike Bukovich is not going to play. I think Mike also will tell you he respects that in me. One thing I learned, to be a defensive-minded head coach, don't be quarterbacks all the time. You want to believe in them, and you know, I think Taylor's earned that. You know, and I do believe that he's the best one to give us the best chance. But I'm going to tell you, they also, as Ami and Jackson are different, so are those two, and so that's not to say that we won't use Mike a lot or some. So we'll see how that goes. But I know one thing. Mike Berkovich has been unbelievable, and we're awful excited about that, and kind of how that makes us even better than we were before Taylor got hurt. I think we are better because of his development. So, you know, that's you know, somebody's got to be the head coach. Somebody's got to make that decision, and so that's my job to do it. And two, you know, Coach Norvell and those guys, they, you know, I think everybody. The other thing too is the stability with our team. There's nobody out there on our team wondering whose quarterback's going to be.
What do you think it says about your team that, given your defensive inexperience and your early struggles there, and the fact that you lost Taylor for 3 games, that you're still in the position that you are to win something?
They're good players, good team. A team that's got a lot of character, a lot of heart, and it's a good thing we get to play it on the field.
How would you grade the first half for Demarius?
Demarius has not even scratched the potential of how good he is, and he's been pretty good. I think he's one of the best, safeties in the Pac-12. My goal for Demarius is for me and him to be at the Home Depot Awards and the Jim Thorpe Award. To do that, he's got to knock it out of the park the last half of the season. So I think he had a really good first half of the season, but his potential is he hasn't even come close to his potential. So we're hoping to strain him and train him and challenge him to do that. And so he's really talented.
What's the biggest step that he has to take to get to that?
Just consistency, continue to get better technique-wise, and it's hard, man, to rely on your technique when you're such a tremendous athlete. But I mean, he had a great play last week blitzing, and you know what? He improved his blitz ability, technique. He did it the way I told him to do it, instead of just doing it. And so, and that's not why he made the play. He made the play because he's a great athlete, a great player. But that's part of it is learning that, and he's developing that way. So I think just learning to trust his technique and continue to know that's if at the end of the day, if you can take an athlete like that and you can say, tell me what separates you from everybody else, and he says, my character, I'm smart, and my technique. And oh, by the way, I'm a great athlete. Now you've got something special, and he's in the process of getting there.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.